Let's start. Chalo. Let's go ahead, everybody. We are still in chapter 1 now. So good morning. Let's go ahead. We are still in chapter 1, everybody, right? What have we covered? Quickly tell me. Everything. Basics. Yes, all of you. Where do we get our rates of income tax? Tell me quickly. Where do we get our rates of income tax?
Finance Act.
In Finance Act, that is the Annual Finance Act. Yes, all of you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Then along with that, we have rules, we have circulars, notifications, we have our case studies. And these all things will be there on regular basis to get our entire income tax under control or knowledge of income tax, right? We have, what is section 1? Short term, extent, commencement, etc. Correct? Section 2 is about an income tax. Definitions. Yes, everybody. Section 3 was?
Previous year.
Section 3 was previous year. Very good. And section 4?
Section 4, charging section.
Charging section. Yes, all of you? Very good. Yes, these things we had covered. Then, if at all I talk about your rates of tax, all of you. For our syllabus, mainly we are concerned with which type of individual. How many types of persons are there in income tax? How many types of persons?
So total 7 types of person are there.
Total 7 types of person. If I go first, obviously natural person is what they are called. Natural person are called as
Individuals.
they are individuals. Very good. Yes. Then we have what? HUF. Family is what, bacho? HUF. In HUF, which are considered, which religions are considered? Hindu and
Sikh and Jain.
Jain and Sikh are part of HUF. Very good. Then you have third category, let us say firm. Firm, okay. Firm includes LLP or not? Tell me quickly, everybody.
Yes, sir.
LLP.
Firm also includes your LLP. Then you have what? Company? Yes or no? In
Yes,
company, again, we have how many types? Main category?
Foreign
2
company,
types.
domestic company.
Mainly, yes, 2
Indian
types.
company.
We have what? Indian company and domestic company and foreign company. In domestic company, what do we have?
Indian company and
Indian
other
company.
company.
Indian company and other foreign company, which has what? Made arrangements to declare dividend in India out of profits earned in India. Yes, that was your 2 categories in your domestic company. Apart from that, they are foreign company. Yes, clear all of you. Then we have what? AOP and BOI. Association of persons includes natural as well as artificial persons, right? But body of individuals always includes only natural persons. Hai? In body of individuals, they may or may not have profit motive. Is it right, everybody? Then, after that, we go to what? Bachu? Local authority. Any example of local authority?
Local authority such like the Guru Ganpati.
That is not local authority.
Municipal corporation.
Corporations, municipality, gram panchayat, cantonment board, any kind of local fund, right? Which is given power to manage local fund, but by the constitution, isn't it? So all these gram panchayat, etc., municipality, corporation, they have power through corporation to manage the local fund. Then after that, what do you have? AJP, artificial juridical person. AJP, artificial juridical person. Who all are covered in that?
The Guru Ganpati.
Okay, deity, God,
Universities.
universities, any kind of other body corporates which are not part of AOP, BOI, company, firm, all of that, right? It is a residuary type of person, isn't it, everybody? Residuary type of person. That also we have covered. Yes, AJP. Universities, bar, councils, all of these were your examples. Yes, fine. Then when I talk about taxation, we have income tax, normal tax we are going to see. Then we have seen something about rebate. Then we have seen surcharge. Yes, all of you. And obviously, we have seen health and education cess. Yes. When I talk about the first part, income tax for individuals, again for our syllabus, but what? Mainly individuals. It depends on age of the person, the amount of income, and obviously whether he is resident or non-resident. These are 2 important things or no? 2, 3 important things. Yes, everybody.
Yes,
the
sir.
rates given as per their amounts of income, they are also called as what, bacho? Slab rates. They are also called as slab rates. Yes, Celia? The amount up to which income tax is not applicable. The amount of income up to which income tax is not applicable is called as what, bacho? basic exemption limit. Clear till here? So, resident individual below 60 years of age. Okay. Now again, there is no bifurcation between male and female. In 2012 or up to 2012 or 14, we used to have a small gap between male and female also. Female used to get better or let us say more basic exemption limit. Even now that gap is gone. Okay, so now both of them are equal, male and female also. Now, so therefore, for basic exemption limit for resident individual less than 60 years of age is how much? 2.5 lakhs. Resident individual more than 60 years of age but up to or less than 80 years of age is how much? 3 lakhs. And above 80 years of age are also called as super senior citizen or very senior citizen. Are there for them? Basic exemption limit is bacho, how much? 5 lakhs. Clear till here? What rates of tax we have? 5%, 20%, and 30%. Yes. Clear? What is
Yes,
rebate? Under which section the rebate?
Sir, 87A.
87A. Rebate is a discount or no, everybody? Yes, it is a
Yes, sir, it's not.
discount. It is given to whom?
Sir, individual person who is a resident of India who has income below up to 5 lakh rupees.
So resident, first of all, individual. Second thing. And third thing, NTI, net taxable income is not more than 5 lakhs. All these three things should be satisfied. Only then you will get rebate up to rupees 12,500. Okay. Then for a non-resident, but we don't get age-wise slab. So even if a non-resident is 65 years old, 85 years old, still he will be given the slab rate of less than 60 years old. Yes or no, all of you? Clear till here? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead. Then we have seen other cases, so I'm not again repeating all those cases. Okay. Only there are some important points. What is the surcharge, Bachu? What is the surcharge?
Super tax, sir. Tax on tax.
It is a super rich tax, tax on tax. Correct, everybody? For individual, it starts at what amount? For individual,
10%.
that is the rate. At what amount I asked?
More than 50 lakh, but less than 1 crore.
1 crore.
Yes, though it starts, the surcharge itself, the concept starts at 50 lakhs rupees, or you can say more than 50 lakh rupees net taxable income. Then yes, again in surcharge also we have some rates depending on the type of income. 50 lakhs to 1 crore, 10%. Then next again we have 1 crore. Next again 1 crore to 2 crore. How much?
15%.
15. Then 2 crore to 5 crore.
25%.
And above 5 crore.
37%.
37% rate of surcharge. That also we had seen. Clear till here? Yes. Let's go ahead. All right. Then income, the year in which income is earned is called as PY. The year in which the income is checked or taxed is called as AY. However, there are certain exceptions. That income of PY will be taxed in PY only. Which sections? All of you?
Exceptions की कैसे sir? है ना?
Which sections? Tejal?
172, section 172, section 174, section 174A.
176.
172 to 176. There are around 4 or 5 cases. Clear till here? Fine.
Yes, sir.
All right. And health and education cesses, but applicable for all the assessees. Okay, we have to add how much? 4% on the tax. Clear? Okay. All right. What was marginal relief? When do you get marginal relief cases?
Sir, in case of 50 lakh, 1 crore or 1 crore, 2 crore or above 2 crore cases, above 5 crore cases, we get marginal relief.
Correct. I have written it 10 crore also. Because the same concept is applicable for companies also or no? The marginal relief concept is applicable to everybody. Okay, it is not based on type of assessee. It is just that when your income slab changes, okay, or your tax slab changes as per your income. Okay, the 10 crore obviously why have I written over here? For companies. है ना? Check बच्चों ना, for companies, no? For companies it is up to 1 crore, there is no surcharge. Then 1 crore to 10 crore you have one slab, and above 10 crore you have another slab. Yes or no? All of it, tell me. So wherever the slab changes for a surcharge, over there you have to be careful for marginal relief. So marginal relief in a very simple language is what, bacho? Additional tax minus additional income. So whenever additional tax is more than additional income, we have to give the difference. The difference we have to reduce. Is called as marginal relief. Relief obviously means you want something you have to reduce from the tax liability. Clear earlier? So what were the steps for marginal relief as such? See, conceptually we know what is marginal relief. It is additional tax minus additional income. So how do I find additional tax? Tax on the original, my total income, then tax on earlier income. Earlier income is earlier slab income. Clear earlier? So we will. The main reason of giving marginal relief, all the changes are happening because of surcharge. Because cess is applicable on all the cases. But surcharge rates are changing. Isn't it, everybody? Nathan, are you understanding, Kushbu? Yes? So, whatever is my actual income on that, plus surcharge, whatever is actually applicable surcharge, I'll calculate the tax. That is step 1. Step 2, bacho, earlier slab amount. And if surcharge is applicable, even that we will consider. Correct? Earlier slab. And difference between them is what? Additional tax. Clear? Whatever is the additional tax, out of that, I'll reduce my additional income. Clear? 51 lakhs minus 50 lakhs, those cases we had. See. And the difference is bacho called as what? Relief. Marginal relief. Clear? Yes, we have already solved a case of which one, bacho? 51 lakhs, tell me. Yes, no? Question number 12, we have already solved. Let us try bacho 13. Ready, everybody? Question number 13. Compute the tax liability of Mr. A, age 42 years, having total income of 2 crore 1 lakh for the AY 23-24. Assuming his income, bacho, comprises of salary income and income from house property, interest on fixed deposit. So basically, no special any kind of rates. So normal rates you have to, or you have to tax at slab rates. Okay. What if his income is 5 crore 1 lakh? That also will do. Basically, we have to do 2 cases. Ready, everybody? So basically, we'll be solving total 3 cases of. We would have solved total 3 cases of marginal relief. 51 lakhs we have done. We'll do 2 crore 1 lakh and we'll do 5 crore 1 lakh. Ready, everybody? Tell me fatafat. Quickly.
Yes, sir, ready.
Should we go ahead? Chalo. Question number 13. $1.17. So what is the taxable income, bacho? In this case, we are taking 2 crore 1 lakh. Ready? Sure. Computation of tax, mainly tax liability. No? Computation of tax liability of Mr. A for AY which one? 23-24. Yes, Celia? Fine. Then I'm going to write what? Particular rupees. And we have net total income. Is how much, bacho? 2 crore 1 lakh. Simple deal here. 2 crore 1 lakh. Khushbu, all okay? Chalo. Now see, if this is, pay attention. In the question, are they mentioning anything about marginal relief? Try to understand what you have to keep in your mind. Now, I'm telling you in advance, this is a marginal relief case. That's why it is coming to your mind that you have to solve. Yes, keep marginal relief. But in the question, they're just saying compute tax liability. So whenever we are near the cases where the slab rate changes for surcharge, you have to be careful. Are you getting my point, all of you? Tell me. Okay. So we will be solving it as it is like a regular question. And I will be checking whether marginal relief is there or no. So I'll make a provision in the main answer. Provision means what? I'll be keeping a line for marginal relief. So write down. tax liability calculation. Ready, everybody? So first one. Up to rupees 2.5 lakhs, you know now what nil. Second, from 2.5 lakhs to rupees 5 lakhs. How much, bacho? 12,500. From rupees 5 lakhs to rupees 10 lakhs. I am hoping all of this is now by heart. 1 lakh. Okay, Indrajit. And fourth one, above rupees 10 lakhs. At the rate of what, bacho? 30%. So I hope you understood 1.91 crore I'm writing, okay, in short. Or you can say 1 crore 91 lakhs into 30% on your calculator, okay, everybody? Tell me, ready, done, bacho? Tell me, all of you. Give me this figure. 1 crore 91 lakhs into 30%. Kushbu? Mansi? 57 lakh 30,000, correct? Good. Okay. I did total. This total is called as basic income tax, right? Okay, good. 58 lakh 42,000. 500. Yes, Celia. Are we going to charge surcharge or no? Yes, we are going to charge surcharge because income is more than 50 lakhs, 50, 50 lakhs. So depending now again on the slab, we'll be taking surcharge rate. Surcharge on above. At the rate of, tell me, more than 2 crore is how much? 10%, 15%, 25%, 37%, 25%. 1/4 of 58 lakhs, you know? 58 lakhs is as good as what 60 lakhs, you know? This comes to what, 14 lakhs something? Tell me. Is this correct? Very good. And take total of both. 73 lakhs something, correct? 3,125. Now for sure, bacho, around 2 crore, I'm saying around 2 crore 1 lakh. We have the case of marginal relief. So I'll make a provision here only. Then I have to reduce marginal relief. Are you getting my point? This is how you'll present your answer. Okay. You are aware of working notes, no? See, there is a main answer over there. You'll not show too much of details. But whatever you want to give a reference, you will say refer note number 1, refer note number 2, or refer working note, etc. Clear till here? So marginal relief. Over here I'm writing working note number 1. Yes, till here? Okay. Now, after whatever answer we get out of after this, we will reduce whatever the relief is. After that, what will you do? What do we have to add or less? What? Very
Add
good.
such tax. Health and
Add
education tax.
health and education cess at the rate of 4%, right? Whatever that figure will be. That will be, this will be my total tax liability. Finally, all of you, we'll go ahead. Now we have to do obviously the working notes. First one. Marginal relief calculation. Under that step 1, Tax including surcharge. On what figure? Tell me. On the entire actual figure. 2.01 crore. Okay. 2 crore 1 lakh, right? That comes to, we have already calculated. 73 lakh 3,000. Tell me. 125. 73 lakh 3,125. Right, Delia? That is step 1. Step 2. Tax. Again, surcharge may be there, so don't worry, but you have to find at the earlier slab rate. Okay, Delia? On, tell me, but which figure? Tell me, quickly tell me. On which figure? On 50 lakhs or 1 crore or 2 crore or what figure?
Sir, on 2 crore.
Exactly, very good. Okay, on exactly rupees 2 crore. Is it fine, everybody? So understand now. Also, you have to calculate basic tax also. Okay. Understand basic tax. First slab nil. Next slab 12,500. Next slab 1 lakh. Yes or no? And next slab at 30% means how much at 30%? 1 crore 90 lakhs. 1 crore 90 lakhs into 30%. I'm writing this in bracket 1.9 crore.
57 lakhs.
30%. I'll write this only in bracket. Yes, still here? So 57 lakh, 1 lakh and 12,500. So 58 lakhs. 12,500. Is it right, Bacho? Will we add surcharge or no? Yes, definitely we'll add. But surcharge now at what rate? Add 2 crore, Bacho, it is how much? 10%, 15%, 25% or 37%. Very good, Tejal. 15%. Okay. So 58 lakh 12,500 is how much? Tell me. What is the difference? What difference? The figure here. 230 to 500, right? Plus equal to 60 lakh 45,000. Is it a huge difference or no? Tell me this now. The difference is of almost what, Bacho? 13 lakhs. Check. Step 1 answer is 73 lakhs. Step 2 answer is almost, I will give it, I'm saying obviously in round figures, is 60 lakhs. But my additional income is only of 1 lakh. Are ha ya na? Understood or no? Therefore, my step 3, what is my name? Name is Bacho additional tax. Clear? Which is what in fact? Step 1 minus step 2, no? That is 73 lakhs, 3,125 minus 60 lakh 45,000 is 6. How much it is, Bacho? This is all this right, no?
सर आंसर जरा अलग आ रहा है.
Just a minute.
सर सरचार्ज की वैल्यू अलग चाहिए.
It should be more than 5 lakhs, no? Okay, okay. Achha, I do 4% by mistake. That's it. 58 lakh 12,500. That's what. Something is wrong. Into 0.15. 871. That's what I did. It should be more than 5 lakhs, no? Minimum. Yeah, my bad. 8 lakh 71,000. 875, right, everybody? Plus equal to, correct. 66 lakhs, right? 84,375. Almost 67. But yes, still difference of 6 lakhs almost, correct? Is it right, Bachu? This is right. Minus 73,03,125, 618,750. Fine. Therefore, I'll directly write on the name of the step number 4, Bachu. Additional tax minus additional income. So additional tax I'm paying or applicable is 6,70,000 is 6,18,750, and additional income is only 1 lakh. So my relief amount is much in fact 5,18,750. Clear or no, all of you? That we put in the main answer. Finally, we'll go ahead. 5,18,750 is the relief you have to provide. $67, $84, $375. On that, you have to add or calculate 0.04 or into 0.04. 271, 375. Correct? Relief, not relief, cess. And it will be automatically as it is now rounded off. 70 lakh. 55,750. Yes, still here, all of you tell me. Done? Okay. We'll do one more or what? You want it for homework? 5 crore, 1 lakh. Tell me. Homework, chalo. So this part. Okay, so you can leave 1 page. Almost 1 page will require, na? For rupees 5.01 crore marginal relief homework. Okay? Fine, tell you. Okay, all of you? So we'll go ahead. So you can leave 1 page for that. Whatever might be your answer. Take one example or case. Ready? Mrs. C, aged 82 years. Okay. Mrs. C, aged 82 years, earned total income of rupees 63 lakh 15,267 and is non-resident. Uska. Without discussion, you will solve. Calculate her tax liability. Do not discuss with anybody else. Give your own answers. Solve it, all of you on your own and give me answers. Give me directly final answer. Final answer of tax liability. Okay. Solve all of you. Once you're done, type your answers. Huh? Send directly to me, not to everyone. Send on that profile where you see my audio and video on. So over there you can send. Others can also give in comments.
Sir,
Answer. Don't ask questions.
sir, marginal relief calculate करना है क्या?
Don't ask questions that I told you just now.
नहीं.
I give you questions to solve. It is after teaching you everything. Any answers? Tejal, Nitin. Okay, Mansi. Khushbu, Nitin. Tejal. Chalo, fine, give answers. Okay, Niraj. Khushbu. Niraj. Nitin. Tejal. Where is Dhanashri? Any answers? Come on, quickly, quickly. Nitin, Tejal, Khushbu. Okay, Khushbu. Tejal, Nitin, quickly give me your answers. Yes, most of you, almost all of you got it correct. No, you send me on the profile, no? Where my audio video is on. Don't send on the other one. You'll see two profiles. Just send over where you see audio video is on. That I can see here on my laptop. So ready, bacho? I'm writing in short. Particulars rupees. Net total income. No answer, Tejal. 63 lakh 15,267. First thing what you have to do is which important. You have done or not done, I don't know. All of you others. Rounded off under section 288 A. Income under A and tax liability under B. Okay. 63 lakh 15,270. Correct? Then tax on above. Tax on above. First one. What is the BEL? Basic exemption limit. 2.5 lakhs. Very important. 2.5 lakhs. Because non-resident. The cases of non-resident. So basic exemption limit is 2.5 lakhs, not 5 lakhs. Okay, that is the main first difference. So up to 2 rupees, 2.5 lakhs, nil Others, you know, cases 12,500, then 1 lakh because you have crossed, 10 lakhs, and fourth one. Above rupees 10 lakhs. Yes, Celia? At the rate of 30%. How much is 53 lakh? 15,270 into 30%. Tell me. 15 lakh 94,581. Is it right? Tell me, all of you. It's 18 lakh, I think, not 15. Correct, no? Is it 18 or 15? Correct. Plus 1 lakh 12,500. Okay. 17 lakh 7,081. This is a basic tax rate. Will surcharge will be there? Yes, surcharge will be there at 10%. So add surcharge. At the rate of what? 10%, because income is more than 50 lakhs up to 1 crore. 1 lakh 70,708. Correct, everybody? Plus 10%. 18 lakh 77,789. On that, you'll add what, bacho? Health and education cess. At the rate of 4%. So into 4%. 75,112 I'll take. There's normal rounding up is allowed. It is 111.5, so I'm taking over there normal rounding up. Plus equal to 90 lakh 52,900 and 1 if in fact because of 900.6, so I'm taking 901, but as it is I have to round up. So round it off. Under section, but 288B. That is how you will present your answers. Understood, Ilya? Whatever you do using a particular section, quote that section number. Is your total tax liability. Yes, everybody? Total tax liability.
Sir,
Yes.
I have one query.
Tell me.
सर मेरा एक्चुअल आंसर 19,52,900 आ गया है, पर मैंने राउंडिंग ऑफ माने सेक्शन 288A अप्लाई नहीं किया था स्टार्टिंग में, फिर भी मेरा आंसर करेक्ट आया.
That is luckily, no? That is by luck. Because you are rounded and the 267 and 270 is not making a big difference. That's why. Okay. So 288 itself, in the first step itself, it was wrong. So even if I talk about stepwise marking, you will not get marks because the step one itself is wrong. Okay, everybody. So be careful always. Okay. Sure. We'll go ahead, everybody. Okay, come to page 1.11. Page 1.11. Everyone there? See, our regular rates of tax are given in our Finance Act. The regular rates of taxes are given in the Finance Act, Annual Finance Act. Apart from that, I'm repeating, apart from that, there are other some special types of income whose rate of income tax is given in the Income Tax Act itself. Okay, whose rates of income, whose rates of tax are given in the Income Tax Act itself. So both the acts, understand now, Income Tax Act and Finance Act, both of them have your rates of tax, but our main basic or important one is given in Finance Act, and there are some other cases where they want to keep it in the act itself, which will not change regularly on a year-to-year basis. Those rates of tax are kept in Income Tax Act. Clear to all of you? Yes, so check. Special rates of tax. Understand now? Special rates of tax. Section 112 of Income Tax Act, obviously. Okay. So we have not yet gone above 400, section number 4, but we have seen some reference of section 87A. We have seen some reference of section 288A and 288B. Total, we have 298 sections. We have seen from 172 to 176, etc. So we have to see all of it, majority of it. But yes, we will go in a certain manner after this chapter. Okay, so some references here and there will be there. Section 112 has prescribed rate of tax at 20% in respect of some long-term capital gains. Again, that is some type of income for you. That is, in fact, your name of the chapter. Capital gains, right? Types of income we will see in some time. Then 112A at the rate of flat 10%. Okay, blanket rate, at times we say flat rate. In case of some other long-term capital assets, right? Like transfer of equity share or unit of equity oriented fund, business trust, where STT is paid, securities transaction tax is paid. Then 111A provides for concessional, means little bit discounted rate of 15% on short-term capital gains. Yes. So see, right now we don't have to buy out all of this right now. We're just having an idea that some sections in Income Tax Act gives you tax rate also. Clear? Over here, can you see they are kind of in a way, bacho, fixed rates of taxes. They are not slab rates. Slab rates are bacho given mainly where in the Annual Finance Act. Over here we have what, bacho? Fixed rate for some types of income. 115 BB prescribes rate of tax at 30% flat rate. Even if you are under income tax, still a flat rate is given. Flat rate, you understand, fixed rate is given of 30%, not slab wise. But for winnings from any lottery, crossword puzzle, race, including horse race, card games, and other games of any nature, okay? Gambling or betting of any form. Clear till all of you? Yes? 115 BBE, important, star mark this. Prescribes rate of tax at 60%. Can you imagine? 60% for undisclosed income. Undisclosed means you now tell me which one income. It is your unaccounted money or no? Isn't it? It is your unaccounted money. The income which you have not declared. That is your, what bacho? Undisclosed income. Clearly here? So definitely we charge higher, in fact double. If at all you would have declared that, maybe highest tax slab was what? 30%. But since you have not declared and the department has found out, okay? See, obviously when department finds out and then you declare, that is not disclosed income. That was still bacho undisclosed income. When department finds out and forces you to show it, or you show it, that is bacho undisclosed income. Clear? The one which is not shown by assessee himself voluntarily is simply undisclosed income. What is the tax rate here? 60%. Why bacho? Why higher? It is in a nature of penalty, in a way. It is in the nature of bacho kind of penalty. That since you are not declared, will tax you double. Yes, 60%. Now understand. Plus surcharge of 25%. Okay, but I'm talking only for undisclosed income. Now over there, if this undisclosed income is there of 60 lakhs, 1 crore, 6 crore, 10 crore, whatever, surcharge rate is fixed over there, but of 25%. Clear, everybody? Is it okay, all of you? Surcharge rate is fixed of how much? 25%. Clear? And health and education says already there are 4%. So this questions kind of are at times asked. What is the effective tax rate then for undisclosed income? Effective tax rate. What will you do? You take on calculator bacho 60. On calculator you do bacho 25% plus 25%. And again on calculator you do plus 4%. Are you getting my point? %78% is it?
89%.
You don't have to do mathematical addition. You have to do percentage addition. 60 plus 25% plus 4%. It is exactly bacho 78%. This is of income tax rate. This is bacho your income tax rate. In fact, we have not used the word penalty. We have not used the word bacho penalty. We have not used the word interest. Are you getting my point? Yes, all of you got it? In a way, practically speaking, honestly speaking, pay attention. If undisclosed income is 100 rupees, the penalty bachcho can be between 100 rupees to 300 rupees. Means almost 1 times to 3 times. Are you getting my point? 1x to 3x. X means times. Understood or not? Practically speaking, I'm talking of penalties. Hai na? I'm talking of penalty. See, income tax rate is different, penalty is different, and interest is different. Okay? Income tax rate itself is 78% minimum. On that penalty, on that interest, that means whatever he had earned, he'll be definitely paying more than that. Are you getting my point? Then understand one more, another important thing. No deduction is allowed of any expenditure. Allowance means again allowed something. Set off of loss relating to undisclosed income. No set off any kind of expenditure. That means your gross income will be taxed. Basically, whatever is found out as undisclosed income, you will not be allowed to reduce anything out of it. Whatever is found directly will be taxed at 78 effective rate of 78%. Understood or not, everybody? Clear? Yes? So important section BBE, okay? For undisclosed income. We'll go ahead, everybody. Chalo. Okay, fine. Let's go ahead. Then section 100 BBA. BBA. Okay. Prescribes rate of tax at 20% of income for income of a non-resident sportsman, including an athlete, entertainer, dancer, commentator, all those people, or even sports association having income in India. Their tax rate which will be what? Flat again, 20%. Then remove this. This is gone now. Remove this. BBDA is gone. Yes. So if at all they have income from India, no, but income from India. Okay. Then tax rate about bacho 20%. Right, Elia? Fine. So look at this very nice concept, good concept. Average rate of income tax. Average rate of income tax means what? Rate arrived by dividing the amount of income tax calculated on total income. Okay. So income tax amount upon total income, you will get your average rate of tax. What do you mean by that? Or again, in our simple language, we call it as effective rate of tax. So check in this type of income, in this the last example which you have done. You know? What is the effective rate of tax? What do you think? How will you calculate? I'll take 19,52,900. That is my tax amount, no? On how much figure? 63,15,270, let us say, in 200. Are you getting my point or no? All of you. Over there right now, effective tax rate. When people or anybody or any assessee wants to have one single number in their mind, how much tax I pay? You know, we do not say slab by is this, slab by is that. We want one single figure. That is what about 19,52,900 upon my income is how much? 63,15,270. Yes, still here, all of you? Correct. Into 100 as a percentage will show. Okay, all of you find it here? That is my effective tax rate. Yes? Done? Sure. MMR, maximum marginal rate. Okay, again, it defines MMR. See, at times, for some types of assessee, MMR is used, or maximum marginal rate is used as tax rate for some types of assessing. Means the rate of income tax, including surcharge and on the income tax, if any, applicable in relation to highest slab of income in case of individual or AOP or BOI, as the case may be, as specified in the Finance Act of the relevant year. Okay, the highest slab of income, pay attention. The rate of income tax arrived including surcharge. Important much, okay? Pay attention. What is the highest income tax slab rate? Very good. It is 30. What is my highest rate of surcharge? %37, very good. And my cess rate is bacho. Please don't do 30 plus 37 and 67 and plus 4. No. 30 plus 37 percentage plus 4 percentage. This we had already calculated now last time. Tell me. 42 point. What have you got this figure? This is MMR rate. This is what, bacho? MMR, or you can say MM. Okay, maximum marginal rate. At times, depending on type of assessee, or in the act it is written that MMR will be applicable. Then this is the meaning. Okay, the highest tax will be applicable. Clear? Write down this over there in the textbook also or notebook. MMR is so and so 30 plus 37% plus 4%. Okay, online on YouTube, whoever are there, comment quickly. Done. This happens, keep on happening, Nitin. Cold is my permanent friend. Summers are best for me. Otherwise, I always have cold. We'll go ahead. What happened to you? Cold? Okay. 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 One of the last part of theories. Okay, everybody. One of the last parts of theory. Come on, page 1.13. Ready? Check. So 288A and 288B we have covered. Okay. So how many rates of tax will be there as such, or categories will be 2. Rates of taxes given in Income Tax Act and rates of tax given in Finance Act. Okay, everybody, and Finance Act. That's why the rates of tax given in Income Tax Act are also called as special acts, special rates. Okay, that's why that wording was there. Special rates of tax. Clear till here? So rates of tax given in Income Tax Act, we'll call them as special rates of tax. Clear? Okay, let's go ahead. Sure, come here. Ready? Sure. Undisclosed sources of income. Just now we have seen something about undisclosed sources. Lower tax rate or higher tax rate? Very high tax rate. Okay, undisclosed sources of income. So we have to understand what is undisclosed source of income. Clear? So basically pay attention. To tax at a higher rate of 60% plus 25% plus 4%, it has to come under the category of undisclosed sources. Clear? So what are undisclosed sources? Even that is given. All right, everybody? So check. Section number 68. Now around 68, we have those examples of what are undisclosed income. Clear till here? You might have heard very recently about income tax raid. I think it was in Maharashtra only, I think. But almost, if I'm not wrong, almost 100 or 200 officers had gone to a wedding. And like a Bharati. Bharati means what? People who go attend the wedding. So they had, you can say, set up a proper get-up of the vehicles they had done. all those flowers, roses, that wedding posters, etc., on the vehicles, as if they are going to attend the wedding. Okay, and it was a very, very, very huge or a big wedding. Okay, so they attended the wedding, and after the wedding, then they started their raid. Okay, on different location, almost 100 or 200. You were aware of that? Income tax rate, very recent one. Check this, Bharati. Bharati means that wedding people, those who attend wedding. How much they recovered? Check. Jalna district in Maharashtra. 56 crore in cash. 32 kg of gold. My goodness. What is the gold rate going on? 40,000 for 10 grams, no? I think. How much? Or 60,000? I'm not sure right now. 58,000 for gold for 10 grams. 58,000 for 10 grams. Correct? My goodness, 58,000. 5,80,000 for 100 grams. That will be 58 lakhs for what? 1 kg? Is it? Correct, no? Into 32. Almost 18-19 crore. Yes? And had disguised as wedding party in order to maintain the element of surprise. They used what? 120 vehicles. Vehicles 120. Into 2, into 4. Yeah. They had food also and took the money also. Yeah. Very nice. Amazing that was. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Ready, everybody? So check what all can be undisclosed sources of income. Cash credit. First one is cash credit. Okay, pay attention. Cash credit. Ready? Okay. Any sum found. Okay, any amount found. Credited in the books of accounts of the assessee, for which but no explanation is given. Income has, pay attention. Mainly department has, their first target is what? Income. From where the person is earning income. Right? So all they check all of that. So obviously they'll be checking the books of accounts also. So any kind of cash credit is found, or basically any credit entry is found, but for which the assessee sorry, the assessee has not given any explanation that from where this money is, from where this money has come. Then what AO will treat such amount as what, bacho? Income. Yes. Then another thing, investments, any kind of gold, shares, property of the assessee. Any investment made, but again, which are not recorded in the books, that is unaccounted, or properties found in the name of assessee, but again, explanation is not given. Again, AO is what, bacho? AO is what, bacho? What is AO? Who is the AO, bacho? What is
Assessing
AO?
officer.
It was assessing officer, correct? That is what, bacho? Income tax officer, right, everybody? That is income tax officer, right? So any cash credit found, you can say what, bacho? Income. Unexplained investments, income. Unexplained money, okay, pay attention. If any money, bullion, what is bullion, bacho? Gold or silver bars, okay, bars. We call them as biscuits also at times, gold biscuit, silver biscuit. Basically a pure metal, pure precious metal. Yes, still here, everybody. Jewelry. Out of the pure metal, You can make obviously jewelry. I mean, obviously then jewelry also. Or even any other valuable article. What do you think? Diamonds that will form part of some metal only, or not metal, but again, jewelry maybe.
Valuable paintings.
Yes. Antique items, antique, you understand? Or let us say those, what do you call them? At times, smuggled items, smuggled. Correct? Smuggled items of wildlife. You know? Something very unique. Yeah. Elephant teeth. Yeah. Tusk. And are not recorded in the books. Okay? Or no explanation is given that how this article has come in your place or in your possession. We found it at your location. So it is definitely assume it is yours. So if at all you don't give explanation, whose it is or how have you got it? Is it a loan? Is it of somebody else? Then again, it will be taxed as your income. Clear? Then check 69 and 69B. 69 talks about unexpected investment. They are not recorded. Clear tell you. But 69B base says that it is recorded, but not fully disclosed. If at all, let it again for the sake of example. If actually I have 10 shares of MRF, right, tell you all of you. If actually I have 10 shares of MRF, if I do not show at all in my investments or property, it is 69. That which are not recorded at all. Clear? But if I show them in my investments, but I show only 10 shares. So it is not part of unexpected investment, it will be part of not fully disclosed. Are you understanding the difference? Not disclosed and not fully disclosed. Clear here? So check. Where assessee makes an investment or is found to be owner of any bullion, jewelry or other valuable articles. Clear here? So but you check here. It is basically a merger of both or no. Investments or money. Bullion, money, jewelry, etc. Or any other valuable article. And such expenditure is underbooked. Do you understand meaning of the word underbooked? Under means low or high, low. Less or more, less. Booked means what? Books of account. Booked means what, bacho? Books of account. Simple. So basically in the books of account, you have not recorded everything. Same example I just now gave you. You actually have 100 shares. Or the department found out you have 100 shares of MRF. But you have disclosed only how much? 10. Are you getting my point, all of you? Clear? So underbooked in accounts, and again, no satisfactory explanation is given that why have you underbooked or why have you not shown remaining property? You may treat such excess expenditure. Excess means what? You have shown 10, but how much have you actually spent? 100. So 90 obviously will be treated as income. Are you understanding or no? All okay till here? Tell me quickly. Fine, tell me. Yes, no? Good, okay. Example. Sorry. If assessee is found to be the owner of, let us say, example, 300 grams of gold. Market value entirely is, let us say, 25,000. Okay, just simple example, whatever. 300 grams. This is a very, very old example or what. Just take it as it is, okay? During the financial year ending, our current year. But as recorded to have spent only 50,000 in acquiring it. Okay. How much is showing? Only 15,000. The assessing officer can add 10,000. The difference between market value of such gold and rupees 15,000. Okay. As income of the assessee, if assessee offers no satisfactory explanation. So basically in the books of accounts, if he has recorded the purchase price as 15,000, but that time, the market value was 15,000, whatever, 25,000. The difference can be added as this income. Clear till here? So one point was no income at all, not shown any investment, other was underbooking. Lastly, 69C. unexplained expenditure. Huge lavish expenditure from where you got this BMW or luxury cars or this bungalow or property or foreign travel also very lavish, you understand, luxurious, right, Ilya? Or like that's why they went into wedding also. When people have wedding of 1 crore, 5 crore, 20 crore, 100 crore maybe, then obviously use common sense. They should have their respect. It should match with the income. No? Use common sense. Expenditure should always match with the income. If you're showing income of, let us say, 1 lakh rupees per month, and you're having a continuous foreign travel and a wedding of 5 crore, 10 crore, obviously there is a gap between income and expenditure. Basically, government officers are caught on that basis, or they're also suspended on that basis, or at times their properties are taken up by government, confiscated by government on that basis, that there is no, you can say, tandem, or you can say connection between income and expenditure, or there's a big gap between income and expenditure. Clear till here? Yes. So if somebody spends some money from his bank account or whatever, wherever it is, it might be for any reason. But if you don't show the source of the expenditure, see, department doesn't have problem with you spending. Department has problem that if you spend, what was the source of income? Very important. Was it a loan? Was it a gift? Or was it your income? Clear till here? So if you can't prove it was loan or a gift, then definitely what are we going to say? It was your income. Are you all understand it till here? Pakka. Understood till here, all of you? Okay. Fine. Pay attention. Okay. So any expenditure incurred by the who? Obviously assessee. And assessee gives no explanation about the source of such expenditure. Understood or no, Vichu? Very important. If tomorrow, let us say you bring a new bike at your home, at this age, then definitely your parents or somebody else in the family is going to say, you've done some time pass work. You've done something out of the line. They will not believe that you have done some hard work or something nice and earned that bike. No. Maybe when you'll do articleship, or maybe you'll be doing proper job or practice. That time, if you get a bike, that is completely okay. Then you have some proper source of income to show. You only imagine, now, assume if your parents are, let us say, not very wealthy, and you are showing 2, 2, 3, 3 costly phones and gold jewelry and bikes and cars you're getting. Are you getting the point? It will directly catch in eyes of anybody else. So expenditure should match with the source of income. Clear? So these lavish weddings, income tax department raid those weddings, but they are given an instruction that you will wait for wedding to get over. Now, why, bacho? The thing is, now in wedding, what happens is, generally, again, I'm saying, bacho, generally, the weddings for such high or big, you can say big level, they are generally given on a contract basis, that is event management. Now, if at all, very nice point is that if at all we raid or department raids a wedding, they'll not just catch one assessee. They'll catch minimum 10 to 15 assessees. Okay? Assessee means taxpayer. Cash means what? They'll directly get the names. They have a checklist, by the way. Okay? Okay. So that basically you have spent an expenditure. Simple. Clearly you have spent. No. So first of all, whoever has spent, give us your source of income. Clear? And second point, important, if you have spent on the wedding, who have you spent on? Are you getting my point? Yes? So understand. Basically, if you have spent, that is an expenditure, what was your source of income? That too we want to see. If it is not matching, then if that expenditure, you have earned it somehow, that's why you're spending. So the expenditure will be treated as income if you cannot show the proper source that it was declared, etc. Clear till here? That is there. That assessee, whoever's wedding is there in the family, they are caught. Apart from that, if you are spent, then but to use common sense, somebody's expenditure is somebody else's income. Understood or no, Kushbu? Mansi, understood? Nitin, Tejal? Yes? Rajiv? So who all you will spend bachu on wedding? A person who gives the contract of this wedding, for who all? Who all you will give the money for? On what all things you will spend, bachcho? Food, catering, correct? Decoration. What? Photography. Correct, no? Security, etc. Correct. Decoration will cover everything. Now these are different vendors or no? Vendors, you understand? Vendor. Not dowry range regime. Use common sense. We're talking about business transaction, not personal transaction. Okay? We're talking about commercial transactions. Then maybe transport, etc. Security, these things. Correct? So even they earn lots of income or no? Even their data is automatically taken into record. And there, now again, department has some proof on their hands that you earn generally how much? Yes or no? And how much are you showing in your books of account? Clearly, all of you? Yes. So all these interesting things comes up once you rate just one single party. Party means assessee. Clear? Okay. And lastly, 69D, again, not that important, but just part of the syllabus, so I'll quickly cover it. Amount borrowed or repaid on a hundi. Hundi, have you heard this word before? I don't think so. It was there part of your syllabus. Correct. It is a negotiable instrument, okay? Bill of exchange, correct. It is a negotiable instrument in your, you can say, local language or as per local customs and trade, okay? Hundi. Finally, so amount borrowed or repaid on a hundi. They are saying it is an income or not an income. Yes, it is an income. They are saying, in fact, it is an undisclosed income. So where any amount is borrowed on a hundi from or any amount due thereon is repaid to any person, but very important, otherwise through an account pay check. So whichever bill of exchange, you see, bill of exchange is an instrument. It is a negotiable instrument. So instrument can be transferred, endorsed, etc. But payment has to be done. So they are saying that even if you have given somebody a hundi or taken a hundi, hundi means what? A negotiable instrument. The payment on an instrument has to be done only by account payee check. If any payment is done apart other than account payee check, the entire payments will be considered as what? Income of the check, income of the person. The amounts who borrowed or repaid shall be deemed to be the income if you have paid what or received otherwise than an account payee check. Otherwise, you understood. Otherwise, not through an account payee check. Clearly, it will be treated as income for the year in which it was borrowed or repaid. Fine. So basically, your department wants to say that because hundi are not that much, you can say, recorded overall. So they're saying at least the payment should be recorded. Now, how the payment will be recorded? It should come in the banking channels. What did I say? But it should come in the banking channel. Banking channel means what? It should be recorded in some bank's transaction. Yes, understood earlier, all of you? Tell me, all okay? Okay, everybody? Fine. So, we saw two important things today. That there can be rates of tax given in income tax. They are called as what, bacho? Special rates of tax. That is important. That is one thing. And another thing bacho understood about your undisclosed sources of income. Clear? And the tax rates on the same. Fine, all of you? Sure. Then we come to a very important point. One of the most important. Okay, ready? As such, chapter number 1 is over. Okay, overall, chapter number 1 is over. First, we'll discuss some categories of income. What did I say, bacho? Categories of income. Okay, all of you? Fine. Again, if you remember the process of calculation of tax, we first of all then check now what is the type of assessee, resident or individual, is residential status, classification of income under different heads. Classify means first of all separation. Salary income together, house property income together, business income together. So basically classify them first of all. And then when classified, then we will see the final income under each head of income. Clear till here, all of you? So now the most basic and important question which is asked in Article Chief also, how many heads of income are there? Clear? So how many categories of all the incomes you earn on earth? Okay, from income tax India point of view, they can be categorized into 5 cases. Clear till here? So there are 5 heads of income. Okay, 5 heads of income. First one, salaries. Second, income from house property. Okay. Third, income from business or profession. Fourth, capital gains. And fifth, income from other sources. Again, but it is a last part is residuary source. Clear till here? In our note, we will write down. It is very, 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 very important. Okay, heads of income. Five heads of income. Ready? First, income from salaries. Then income from house property. Then income from profits or gains from business or profession. Then income from capital gains. Okay, and lastly, income from other sources. No, Indrajit. Royalty is not example of capital gains. Royalty will be example of other sources. Income from other sources. Again, I'm writing residuary source of head. What was residuary? Leftover balance. That means any kind of income which will not be in first 4 categories, but still we have to tax it. So we made a separate category for them. All whichever are not fitting in the any of the first 4 categories, will assume or will take it as income from other sources. Okay. That is all of you. Ready? We'll go ahead. This is very, very, very basic and very important. But how many heads of income are there? 5 heads of income. And yes, please try to remember them as per the sequence only. That is actually the sequence in the Income Tax Act. Okay? Check in your textbook. Heads of income. Ready? Check what are some kind of common points they are telling us. Charging section. Charging section is the very basic or base of any type of income. Okay. So income tax section 4 only told us that yes, you can tax income. Which income you can tax? Total income. That is what section 4 told us. So to qualify or to be eligible as a income under a particular head of income, I'm repeating myself. To qualify, or you can say eligible in any of these type of income, it should satisfy the first section itself of that head of income. That is the charging section. Or in a way, charging section gives you the definition of that type of income. So only if the definition or the charging section is satisfied, we will say, yes, this entire head of income can be applicable. Are you getting the point? Everybody, tell me, did you understand? Got the point, everybody? Yes. That is the importance of charging section. Because if charging section itself is not satisfied, the head of income itself is not applicable. Okay? If the charging section itself is not satisfied, the head of income itself is not applicable. Understood? Now go ahead. Then some deeming provisions. Okay, that it is considered as that type of income. Deeming means assumed. Deductions allowable. Okay, in the head of income. Deductions allowed in the head of income. Is it okay? Then, because we have seen some deductions, bacho, of chapter 6A. But chapter 6A deduction, you reduce. You reduce that from which amount? Chapter 6A is reduced from which amount? Basic income. Okay, no. Very good, Nitin. Correct. It is reduced from bacho gross income. GTI, na? We have done that, no, in the questions. You have solved questions or no? Correct. So we reduce chapter 6 bacho from gross total income. GTI, remember that? Okay. And bacho, GTI was nothing but combination of all these income. Right? When we finalize income from every head of income here, finalize and take total. The totals of all those incomes are GTI, gross total income. Clear? And from GTI, you can reduce chapter 6A deductions. But here we are discussing what now? Deductions allowed in the head of income. Are you getting my point? So basically, if section 16 talks about deduction from salaries, I cannot use section 16 bacho to deduct anything from house property or any other head of income. They are like bacho 5 separate families. They're like 5 separate families. Understood or no, everybody? And they have a rule for their family. Understood? Fine. Then some deductions not allowed and other provisions are given, for the entire heads of income. So overall, for your understanding, bacho, check the heads of income. When do they start? Section 15(1)(5). Okay, and one of the last sections for iOS in short, other sources, income from other sources, section 56. Clear, Delia? So if you look at the syllabus also, there it is. Yeah. Check. Can you see heads of income now? That is going to be one of your obviously lengthiest part of the syllabus. Can I tell you everybody? Lengthiest part. Right? We are into this category right now. All right. So if at all I talk about your syllabus, almost 50 to 60% of your syllabus is only the obviously 5 heads of income. Clear all of you? Yes? All right. Let's go ahead, everybody. Okay. First part chapter. Shall come back. Shall come back here. Anything else remaining in first chapter now? We have covered everything now, but yes, everybody tell me. Correct, no? Yes. Did you go through this part? Everybody tell me. And as it is given you for homework or no? Everybody. Yes, tell me quickly. Okay. I told you to read this part. Almost everything now. Where is this going? Clear, all of you? Mainly pay attention. Mainly you'll be having 2 types of income. Revenue and capital. In accounts, you've done very basic concepts of what is revenue, what is capital. Yes or no? Tell me. All of you tell me quickly. In accounting, you've done or no? Quickly tell me, all of you. All of you, fatafat, quickly. What have you done? Revenue versus capital. Expenditure. You've done from expenditure point of view. So what do you think? What do you think, or what do you mean by revenue? And what do you mean by capital expenditure? What is the difference? Revenue is recurring or no? Tell me quickly. Revenue is recurring. Correct. It comparatively, it can be a smaller amount compared to capital. है ना? Generally, it relates to one financial year. Again, I'm repeating. Generally, it relates to one financial year. And all these things are exactly opposite in capital. They are not recurring in nature, they are not recurring as such. Then, what else? Tell me. Small amount or big amount? Big amount. Yes or no? And generally, again, their effect or impact is of more than one financial year. Yes or no? Clear? Exactly same concept we use for revenue as well as capital, but income, that is receipt. Yes or no? So what you earn on regular basis, that is your revenue income. So receipt referable to circulating capital, where the money is churning again, in and out, in and out. That is what your revenue receipt. But a receipt on account of a fixed capital would be a capital receipt. Yes, selling of assets will be in capital, correct? When you sell or transfer a capital asset, any profit or income out of it will be what? Capital receipt. Simple. Then, circulating capital is one which is turned over. That means again it is used and reused and gives you income or loss in the process. But your asset capital receipt, tangible or even intangible assets, which the owner keeps in his possession for making profits, are in the nature of fixed capital. Now understand. If at all I give you example of shares, okay, you have shares and securities. Correct, Elia? Shares and securities. The dividend which I earn from shares can be revenue in nature, because dividend may be what you declare once in a year or because year-to-year basis. Yes. But if at all I sell my shares after a long period of time, so I had held the shares or no as a asset? Yes. Are you getting my point? I had held them as a capital asset. Clear? So from any profit or income out of that, we can call it as capital receipt. So again, asset will be of 2 types. Trading asset and capital asset. Check. Trading asset and capital asset. Clear or no? Okay. So profits arising from sale of a trading asset, being of revenue nature, are taxable as business income. And profits arising from sale of capital asset are chargeable to tax as capital asset, capital gains. Can you give me any simple examples of any capital asset? Anything? Any simple examples of capital asset? Quickly, all of you quickly unmute and tell me. Land, very good. Building, plant and machinery. Second, bachcho. Yes, which have a longer tenure. Yes. Area, correct. Land, building, shop, all these things, flat, bungalow, you know, all these will be your capital asset. So any income arriving by sale of capital asset, that is your capital receipt. And any trading asset, what do you mean by trading asset? All of you quickly. Goods and stock and trade. You know? Goods obviously and your stock and trade, correct. So in income earned from those trading assets, that will be what your revenue or capital? Revenue. You know? Last part is very, 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 very important. Check this, very important. Revenue receipt is always specifically taxable. Understand, very important, basic. Okay, in income tax, what do we say? Revenue receipt is always taxable. Okay, unless means what? Again, taxable or not taxable? Unless means not taxable. Unless specifically or expressly exempted. Exempted means what? They are not taxable. So, if at all there is any type of income earned by SSC, which is revenue in nature, we will say tax it. And when will we not tax it? Only if there is a section given in the act which says we cannot, or we will not tax that particular revenue income. Clear till here? So normally it is always taxable. Exactly opposite, bacho. Exactly opposite. Capital receipt is never taxed unless specifically or expressly taxable. Like income from relative will be a gift. Correct. That we had seen. No? Income from relative will be a gift. Okay. Capital receipt, bachcho, generally is always not taxable, but or specifically, if it is made taxable, only then it is taxable. Clear till here? So again, whenever a person earns capital income, we say it is not taxable. So we have to go back and check in the Act section where we have to see whether it's specifically there is some section given or not to make it taxable. So again, if you look at the syllabus, can you see one of the chapters now? Separate, different. Only for capital receipt. Clear or no? So only if this chapter mentions any of those incomes will be taxable. So all the incomes coming only in this chapter, capital in nature, only those will be taxable. Clear or no? Understood here? Tell me. Okay. Fine, no? Okay. Let me give you a very simple example. Assume. Okay. And my handwriting is not handwriting, my drawing is very good. Okay. Assume there's a land. Okay. Correct. And on this land, we have some agricultural activities going on. Okay. Yes, Julia. Clear? Now, on this land, agricultural land, okay, we can have both the incomes, revenue as well as capital. What did I say, bacho? Revenue as well as capital. Okay, we are growing on bacho plants, trees, whatever, it can be crops. Okay, on the land. So again, I can have both the incomes, bacho, revenue as well as capital. Tell me when or how will I earn the revenue income, and when and how will I earn capital income? What do you think? On sell of what? If at all I sell what, then I'll get my revenue income. What do you think? Very good, Mansi. If at all I sell, I earn income by selling of crops, bacho, that will be revenue in nature. Yes or no? But if I sell the land itself, that will be bacho, capital income. Yes or no? Understood? So these things, you have to go into the details of the cases and see, okay, whether it is revenue or capital in nature. Clear or no? Yes? Fine. You have covered almost everything now. Fine. Now tell me. Come to question number 15. Where are the rates of income tax mentioned? Only in Income Tax Act, both in Act and rules, the first schedule of Annual Finance Act, or both Income Tax and Finance Act. What is correct? Yes, both, bachcho, in Act and Act. But Income Tax Act and Finance Act. Clear? The rates given in Income Tax Act are also called as special rates of tax. Clear? It is a repeated question, so please remove this. It is not required. It is a repeated question. Okay, so just leave it. The option was D for that. Fine. Now, this question number 22, 23, 24, we have already covered in a way. I mean, the understanding is done. Income of previous year is taxed in AY and exception, that's section 172, etc. Just now we have done marginal relief. Today also we have done, correct? Additional tax minus additional income, and describe rate, average rate of income tax and maximum marginal rate. This also we have covered, right, Leah? So what I want you to do, bachcho, as such is go to your today. I mean, this is your homework right now. I am giving you time today. You go to your study material. Yes, everybody. ICAI Board of Studies. Okay. Go to taxation, whichever exam is applicable, May 23, etc. Study material and basic concepts. It shows 72 pages. Okay. But you will quickly go through all of that. Okay. Today, everybody. That is your homework for today. All of you. Fine. No, see, I'm telling you this very sincerely. Whenever I see students who are giving any kind of examination, they meet me around 2 or 3 months just before the examination. They are like, sir, I have nothing revised, nothing of group 1. Okay. It is all gone out of my memory. And that is the problem, because if you're not regular with the syllabus, you're not regularly revising, then obviously it is going to be an issue. Okay. So along with group 1 itself, you have to see that you have done all the studies properly of group 1. And whenever you are doing a little bit of group 2, I mean, you are doing entirely group 2, that times take a little bit time for group 1 also. Okay, everybody? Fine. Go through some cases. I mean, this is just there. And at the very, very end, if at all, I can just come at the very end. Check here. They solved some cases also, which you can check. Okay, everybody? Some things they may have given a reference of some other sections, so don't worry much. Okay, that we will cover later on. Okay, all of you. But yes, if you still have any doubt, you can ask me. All right, everybody. Fine. So that's it for today then. Don't worry of the cases given in chapter 1, but which you have not covered. For example, this example 7, 112 we have not covered. So don't worry much, because it is very much right now of high level for you. Okay. Okay, everybody. Fine. Sure. That's it right now for today. Okay. So basically, chapter number 1 of income tax is over. All right. Yes. Just a minute.